Hey guys, it's Brandy with Abstract Crafter, and I'm going to do a post review on Diamond Dotz. I had done the pre-review, and you've seen most of my Diamond Dotz with my completed video. And so I thought I'd just do a really quick post review on Diamond Dotz because I am a fan, and I know a lot of people don't like them because, well, they are expensive and don't have much of a selection. But I think that they do a really good job on their partials. I think it does a good job of blending in the background with the actual diamond area. I like the way that they package all their stuff with the trays and the sparkly pen and the pen grip. I like the way they set up their canvases. So I am a huge fan of Diamond Dotz. I wish some of the bigger ones that they showed on their website were more available. Some of theirs I think could be a little better. I've only done one of the smaller size partials because I had the coupons and I wanted to take advantage. So I never paid more than $20 for any of them. And this one was the second one I ever did, and this one I didn't get to show you in my completed works. But this is my absolute favorite one. I am a huge fan of wolves, and I had a lot of fun doing this one because I liked the color variations, and I think they did a really good job. And I'm sorry I keep sniffling. It's so annoying when people do that, but I think it's a nervous thing I'm doing. So this one I wanted to show you a little bit because I didn't go into detail with, I talked about those iridescent coated gems. And I might have showed a little bit of it in the cupcake one, but there is the green iridescent coated ones, and they're the exact same color as their partner right there, just with the coating on it. And some of them are better than others. You know, like there's one right there that the coating isn't as bright, I would say. And then here, now when I had a spill there. I was so mad when that happened. But I was talking about this on my completed works video, that on their box, when you go to buy them, they'll show you this picture here. This would be on the front of the box, and then if you were to look on the side, that's where it would be. And I do really, really like how they do this. They give you the name nice and clear. It tells you where they licensed it from, so you can actually go find that information if you wanted to, or find other things that, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to explain, but I like that they give you who they got it from, so that you know it's not copyrighted and all that fun stuff. And I really like that they say that the entire thing is 14 inches by 18 inches with the design of the wolf. So if you were to cut him out from here, that's the size frame that you'd be looking for, is the 14 by 18. And then the actual fabric size is 17.3 inches by 21.7 inches. So they obviously is quite thick. You know, and I wish that you could frame with the border, but I don't really want to display like this, you know. And I guess that's also a little overview of the symbols for you. I just like showing you guys the symbols so you get an idea of what kind of symbols that they offer, to see if it's something that you would be able to follow along with. And I think they do a good job with their symbols and making them clear so that you can definitely tell them apart on the canvas. And then, I mean, look at how much that sparkles. I think that's so gorgeous, the sparkle that you get. And then on the tops of the leaves there, where you can see the iridescent, it does give an extra dimension of shine. And I just think that that is so awesome. And now, I mentioned in my pre-review of the yellow tulips that the red poppies was the only one that I think I would get. But I forgot that they have like a white tiger that I think would be gorgeous. It's the same color scheme, so that's the only reason I hesitate a little bit to get it. And then they have like a little baby white tiger laying on his back in one of the smaller ones. And I think that would be cute. They have red roses that have special iridescent coated gems. Oh, and this one did have red iridescent coated gems too. And I mean, as much as they are a pain in the ass to work with, for the reasons that I've told you before with clogging the pen and whatnot, they do give a really nice look to the picture. I mean, it just adds an extra dimension. But especially like in the eyes, there's just a little round of the... I think they do such a good job. And I really wish that they would do more and that you could buy them more easily online. It's unfortunate, in my opinion. Alright, so there's that one. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts on the cat. And I'm going to have a lot of the same sentiments. Because with the wolf one, like, I'll show you right off the bat. Look at how much extra glue. And there's no real way to prep your canvas to not get hair and dust and dirt in there. So that could be a big deterrent for people. And I do think that this one is better as a partial with the black background. Say that 3 times fast. I do think that if you were to add black gems to this too, it would completely wipe out the whole picture. And I will show you the symbols, but they basically use the same sets of symbols in different colors just about every time. This was the absolute first one that I ever did. And in that video I did explain that the reason I had got this one, well, besides having the 40% off coupon, is I just wanted something small, something very simple. In case it wasn't something that I liked, I didn't want to invest in, like, this guy back here. Not just the money, but the time. I didn't want to invest that and then not like it and be stuck with something that big, because I don't really know what else I would do with the gems or anything like that. But I mean, this one obviously is always going to have a special place in my heart. I just love how he turned out. I was a lot more picky on this one. And this is another one where it's a really good example. Let me get in real close of how the background, they really try to put the same color behind it, like in the eye. Ooh, where's my finger? In the eye, how it's yellow behind there, so that the color, doesn't get faded away or doesn't, look different. So throughout the whole cat, he's all black underneath, even where it's gray here. Oh no, that is gray. And it's brown where it's brown. So that's really nice. It helps to blend in those spaces that you get. And I had mentioned in a few videos back that why I really do like rounds, because you get you get a lot more sparkle. I mean, look at these as I'm showing you. They're just glistening away. I mean, that's so addicting. That's what makes these addicting for me. You do get that sometimes with square, if you get from the right company. But the rounds, they have so many more facets on them than the squares do. I think it's double. I seen a video by DIY Moon Shop, Roanna. She actually did a really good video showing you the differences between squares, rounds, glass, and all that. I wanted to show you this part. It does show you. It's very clear about what images that you're going to be putting the diamonds on. And they show you that before you even buy it. And this one, the design size on this is an 11 by 14. So the black area is 11 by 14, which is super easy to find a frame for. That's a pretty common size. And the entire fabric size is 13.8 by 16.9. And they do tell you this information on the box too. It's not as easy to find as this is. But it's on the very back of the box, like toward the bottom of the boxes. Next time I buy one of these, I will make sure to show you guys all that. Okay, back to Starry Night. And we'll start down here. They don't have licensing information on this one, and they didn't have it on the cat either. Oh, yes, they did. That one was dreamsmith.com is where they got theirs. This one doesn't have licensing information. I'm not sure why. And then the colors on that one, there's 11 colors in the cat. There's 38 in this one. And if you remember from my completed works, I am not a fan of this one. I really don't like it at all. I've seen way better ones from other sellers. I don't like how they chose to do the colors and the swirl. I like these, the little stars. In this, I've seen in other pictures way better, done way better. I don't like how the town turned out because it looks so pixelated compared to the rest. And these being rolling hills, you can't even tell because of the colors that they chose to use. I mean, they're pretty close to the colors. Like, if we come down here, see if my camera will focus. I just don't see the same thing. I mean, maybe the way that they tweaked it, but the town to me, even from far away, you can't tell what the hell that is. If you didn't know what this picture was, how would you know that that's a town? And it really bothers me. I really want to go and rip all these diamonds out because it really bothers me that the steeple is not outlined in black like the rest of the houses. That really bothers me. And this part really bothers me because in a lot of the pictures, it's a lot more detailed. You do see lines of color in a lot of the pictures, but I don't think Diamond Dotz did a good job on this one. I mean, yeah, sure, it looks nice, but, like, and over here, I just think they chose the ugliest colors. I know that there's a lot of muted colors in the picture itself. I just think they could have done a better job. And I feel like this doesn't match this all that well, maybe on the top, but I don't feel like this is the same. Like, if you were to cover that, it's almost not that noticeable that they're the same line. At least to me. You know, I'm probably picking on it way more, and you guys are probably going to yell at me and tell me I'm crazy. And please do, if you see what I'm not seeing, please just tell me, no, the colors are accurate, or no, this is the better version that I've seen compared to the other companies. Please tell me, because sometimes I don't see it until it's completely pointed out to me. So let's just go over the sizes here. This one is a 20 by 16, which again is a really easy frame size. At least I've seen it. And I haven't mentioned it before, but I do like that they give you centimeters and inches. And then the entire fabric size is 23.1 by 19.1. So it's their biggest one. It's the only full one that they sell in stores. They have a really nice horse one that I've seen that they don't sell in stores. I don't know where they sell it. If you go to their website, they don't sell directly from their website, which is, I think, a missed opportunity, to be quite honest. And they'll have a thing where you can click to see where you can buy it, I believe in your area, or maybe it's just in general. They don't even list Michael's. They didn't last time I checked. They did say Joann's. And then they said a couple other shops that I don't have in my area. And I live in a fairly big area. We have a lot of access to different stores. Maybe not the town. I live in the Twin Ports, which is Minnesota, Wisconsin, up by Lake Superior. And so we have access to a lot of different shops. But I didn't recognize any of them. And I probably just gave away. You're probably like, why are you telling people where you live? Well, I'm really not. You don't know where in the Twin Ports I live. So then, my Cupcake one, which is a disappointment too. I really like it. I think they could have done a better job. Let's just take off this cover because I still have not gotten the beads. I contacted Diamond Dotz a month ago, I want to say, and they said that they would forward my information to shipping, but if I didn't hear from them, to please call this number. And I pretty much knew then that, yeah, I wasn't going to get them unless I called this number. None of the other ones, I don't think, so far had any more that I showed you had the iridescent colors. This one has 2. Let's see. It's got, right in here, the light pink. It's got iridescent, and then right below the pink is white iridescent. And so this light pink is the same. It's very close to this color. I thought it was maybe up there. But then the white, obviously, it's just white. And the color that I'm missing is this one right here. And, you know, when I started doing this plate and I saw how many were going in there, how many were going into this cupcake, and I kind of looked up here and I saw, oh, wow, yeah, there's a lot going into this plate. I knew I wasn't going to have enough of this cupcake. And I'm going to give Diamond Dotz, I'm going to call them, as much as I hate doing that, I'm going to call them and see what they say. And if not, then I'm just going to find a replacement just to finish this off, because I just want it to be done. And I got this one because I wanted to try the special gems. I hadn't had a chance to find one of those. My next mission is to find one with like the glass beads or those other beads that you can use. I don't remember what they're called. And then, you know, I do like the overall look of this one, but I find a lot of flaws in it. For example, I believe this is supposed to be a chocolate heart. This is a rose, and I think they did an okay job portraying that as, I'm like picturing it to be made with frosting, because that is one of my side hobbies, is cake decorating, which is another reason I thought this would be fun. But then, like, the frosting, there's one of them that the frosting bothers me a lot. I think it's this one, because I don't know. I don't know what my issue is with it. I can't think right now what, maybe I don't have an issue, maybe at the time I did. But, like, my husband didn't know that this was supposed to be, like, a peppermint stick. He thought it was supposed to be a straw, because it's done with those colors. I don't know why white was so hard for them to use to portray that, but, and, like, this is supposed to be a chocolate wafer that I believe is part of this one, but it blends into this one so much that it's hard to tell what it is. And if you guys see something different, like the last one, if you think this was supposed to be different from this one, please tell me, because I don't always get it right. And then I had mentioned in my completed works video that I really didn't like the way that the words turned out, because it was a lot more clear before, and you can see all the glue. Let me get in there, because I'm not. Where'd it go? Okay, right here. They messed up with the glue. You can see how far out. It's gonna want to fall. How far out it is coming. And so all right in here, it was missing. And so I ended up having to glue those down myself. So I have no idea how those are gonna hold up in the end. I think, I may have not posted my supply video, but in there I show you the glue pen that I used for these, and this is the painting that inspired it. But it's just like the other one. How are you supposed to cover, like you can see it shining over here too. How are you supposed to cover that glue so nothing gets stuck in it? And you can already see all this crap that I got stuck in there, and it just doesn't want to come out. You know, it's going to take away from the overall picture. But anyway, let's take a quick look at the symbols. They do stand out quite a bit, especially with the wide variety of them. And then the special gems were right here. Number 1 was these ones. Number 2 was these ones. Number 3 were these guys, which I think this is such a cute little embellishment, detail, accent was a cute accent. And the hearts were number 4. And those are actually pretty easy to get in there. You know, obviously you don't need tweezers to put something that big in there. You can just use your hands. I think it did add some nice detail. At first, I didn't think they blended very well. Like, when you get kind of close and you're working on it, it's like, But this is a good example of working with rounds and the color behind them. I don't really, because this will help help me prove my point. So the pluses, like, I'll save it right there. Now, the white circle is going to obviously be under the gem. And then when you go to put it down, it's going to have that blue around it. That baby blue. And so, when you look over on the plate, it's got that same color behind it. So, I'm really if you can't tell, I'm really trying to advocate for rounds. I know a lot of people just don't like them. And if you started with square, you're probably going to advocate for squares, whereas I started with round, so I really want to advocate. And I don't have a preference. I like both. I'm just really trying to advocate for rounds because I do think that they are gorgeous, and I think that they, I think it's nice to have a variety. You don't have to be as picky with them. The facets are pretty much all cut the same, whereas on the squares they're cut different. I'm trying to zoom into the facets. Come on. My phone doesn't know what to do because it's so sparkly, but you can really see it on the iridescently coated ones. How many facets there are on there. And I did want to mention before I end that those garbage beads with the holes in them, there's just as many and they're just as abundant in Diamond Dotz as they are anywhere else. So just because they're mainstream, and I said it in another video, they are not infallible. They miss diamonds, they miscount, they have just plenty of garbage beads just like the rest of them. And garbage isn't just the holy ones, it's the ones where they're scooped out on the bottom, or that the bottom bulges out more, like down, and they won't stick that way either. Anything, if they're not completely flat on the bottom, even if it appears that they're going to stay, they're not going to stay. So yeah, let's just go over these details really quick, and then I will end this. Hi, feet. So this one is a 16 by 20. I think they do try hard to make sure that that they do them in a size that you could frame fairly easily. So this is would be an example of a 40 by 50 or 16 by 20, and the fabric size is 49.5 by 60 or 19.5 by 23.6. So it's a decent size. This is a picture on the box, and I kind of was hoping that, see the wafer, that's the only reason I think it's a wafer, and the chocolate heart looks more like a heart. Come on, focus. It's probably trying to focus on the hollow. Let's move the hollow. See, but even in this, the straw looks red and white. It's very obviously red and green. They're just trying to fool me with this stuff. And it's a really cute one, and if you like this and you're just having trouble trying to work with special gems, then get this one, or the ones with the sugar skulls that are the BFF selfie, I think it's called. And that one has lots of special gems too, if you're just having trouble. And if just because you don't get a coupon like in your newspaper or something, go to Michael's website. You don't have to have an account with them or set up an account. You should just be able to type in your zip code and it should pull up a bunch of coupons. Now you can sign up for their rewards program, and really all that does is, if you tell your cashier you're a reward member, when they have like the 20% off coupons, that'll be like 20% off your entire order, you can use them with the 50 or 40% off one item. You can use both of those at the same time. But if you're a rewards member, the cashier will have in her drawer a coupon that is worth more, like say it's 20% off your entire order. The cashier will have a 25% off coupon. And if you forget your coupons, or you can't find any, ask your cashier, because they always have the coupons, the weekly coupons in their drawers. They always have that. So if they don't have it, ask for somebody else, if somebody else has it, or ask if they have a copy of their ad, because they're usually really good about that. And you don't have to be forceful or mean about it. Trust me, like I said, I'm shy and non-confrontational. But I'm not gonna let anyone stop me from saving money, especially 40 or 50%, or even 20% off your entire order. And don't let them think, sometimes they'll say you can't use both, but you absolutely can. Absolutely can. Use, if it's 15, 20, 25% off your entire order, you can still use the 40, 50, or 60% off one item. Just make sure you read the exceptions in the coupon, because there's a lot of exceptions, like books. You can't buy books with them. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I just wanted to make sure I give you guys some tips if you wanted to go buy Diamond Dotz, but didn't want to spend $40 on this or $20 on the little one. it's so much more worth it. You can get this for between 17 and 19 with those coupons. Or I think Diamond Painting by Donnie got hers for 12 with her coupon. She had a 60% off coupon. And then you can get the little ones for, I believe, $9.50. I think I paid for my cat with a 50% off coupon. So you can get them really cheap if you have the coupons. And I really recommend you try at least one. Like I said, this one and the Sugar Skulls has the special gems like these ones in it. And almost all of them have the iridescent ones in it. I know like the Red Roses do. There's some lips. Okay, I got cut off on my last video, so I'm going to try to thread this in. I just want to thank you guys a lot for being with me and letting me tell you what I know about diamond painting, and let me go on a rant about Michaels. Anyway, guys, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.